Let's talk about it with Cammy, except this is a very, very long video because I'm addressing some hard topics and some of my thoughts. Okay, let's start. Let's start with my hardest topic that seems to get a lot of people upset. The black community will never be great until the black community acknowledges what is wrong within the community. If you look on my page, I am a very open black woman. I talk about my experience growing up in West Virginia. I talk about my experience being black and abused. I talk about my experience where I hated being black. I am a very open person because no one was open when I was younger. Everyone refuses to address the fact that black people have inner hatred for themselves, stemming most of the time from the black community itself. Of course, there are occasions where black people hate themselves because of what other races are saying. My experience was because I experienced hate within the black community. And let me break it down in case you don't really want to scroll on my page and don't really want to take forever looking for it. I experienced abuse. I experienced a lot of abuse as a child. And when I would talk about it with other black people, they would say that my parents did the same thing to me. I assumed that the severity of the abuse that I was going through was only in the black community and was only things that black parents did. That upset me beyond words. I genuinely thought that only black parents could be abusive because anytime I shared my story with another black person, we would connect on that our parents were abusive. And I mean abusive. I mean textbook abusive. I don't mean that I was like spanked every once in a while, which I still think is incredibly messed up. And I mean I was abused heavily. Bruises, all of it. Then on top of that, I was also bullied by other black women. So the combination of it all, to me, that made me feel like black equaled bad. And that's upsetting to think about. That's upsetting to say out loud. But like I said, I am a very open person, and I started this page to speak on it because no one ever speaks on it. And I guarantee if I had a video like this a long time ago, I would not have hated for as long as I did. I hated because I was frustrated, I was angry, and I was going through bullying, abuse, and confusion. Black boys never looked at me with admiration. They never looked at me like I was something that they wanted, and oftentimes I was actually told that I was not. So, at a young age, when you are rejected almost from your own community, what are you supposed to do? Keep thriving? All that? That just wasn't what it was for me. Now I am very educated. I am an adult now. For why? I, of course, can regulate my emotions. I do not think black equals bad. And I believe everyone is beautiful. Everyone is kind and everyone is thoughtful. But I genuinely didn't back then. And when I think about my younger self, I get so sad because I was so hateful. I used to be so hateful. I wanted nothing more than to be white. I used to be so jealous of white girls because they were gifted and the easy life. I mean, as far as I was aware, white parents didn't beat their children. White parents cherished their children, bought them cars, bought them anything they needed versus what I grew up in. They were capable of making friends fast, and boys wanted them more, and it's just something that I just truly admired at a age. But growing up now and being smarter than I was at 11, 12, and 13, I understand everything. I wouldn't change my skin color for anything. I wouldn't change who I am for anything. And I am proud to be black. I am happy to be black. I am happy to scream everything about being black to anybody. I mean, I'm proud of it, and I will never shame of it again like I did before. And if I could go back and sit myself down and say, hey, like, it's okay, you're okay, this is what it is, then it is what it is. Now, I also resented being black because the way media portrayed black people. I was frustrated that in every black movie that I saw, someone has to die. There was never a happy ending. There was only one black princess. I mean, it was so hard to get a black doll. It just seemed to me like I was a mistake in the world, but black people were a mistake. And then, of course, on top of everything, it just made sense. But I am very, very glad that I am educated now, and I know that we are not. I just keep saying I'm educated, and I'm so very glad because I am so very glad I am educated. I will forever be proud of being educated and being open and being aware. It's